Hello, my chickens. In this video, we're going to talk about VIC questions for the SAT reading section. And if you have no idea what VIC questions are and you are taking the SAT, definitely watch this video. My name is Kathy Severson. I'm the inventor of the Severson method, a scientifically proven way to learn anything fast, especially questions like these. These are the VIC questions. It's when they're asking you about a specific word and they're asking, what does that word most nearly mean? And there are 4 answer choices. And I'm going to switch the camera now. I'll show you an example from the most recent SAT that was administered in the middle of October 2020. And I'm going to show you a somewhat hard question. I'll show you the strategy that I recommend to my private clients. Let's go. And here they're asking us about the meaning of the word functions as it is used in line 13. The first thing I want you to do with questions like these is identify a part of speech in question. Sometimes identifying a part of speech is like a no-brainer. If the word in question is beautiful, then you know that it's an adjective. But sometimes with questions like functions, it could be a little bit complicated because the word functions can either be a conjugated verb. Conjugated means it changes its form based on the subject. For example, the program functions well. So functions could be a verb, but it could also be a noun, like a plural noun, many functions. And going into the line without that knowledge, I don't think is helpful. So by quickly scanning your answer choices, you're going to identify that, well, my word in question is a noun. And how do I know? Because all of the other answer choices are also nouns: duties, ceremonies, characteristics, and outcomes. But I don't want you to get too hung up on what your answer choices are just yet, because I want you to carry into the sentence the fact that it's a noun and it's a plural noun. So when you read the word functions, you're not going to read the word functions, you're going to read to yourself some things. If when you identify the word in question, if that's an adjective, then you're going to read some kind of. If you're going to identify that the word in question is a verb, then you're going to read to do something. Why are we doing this? We're doing this to separate ourselves intentionally from what we already know the word functions mean. Because on the SAT VIC questions, you're not rewarded for knowing the meaning of the word functions, but rather you are rewarded for your ability to identify the meaning based on the context. Many of those words that are being asked in VIC questions have a ton of different meanings. So the best way to do that is to actually forbid yourself from pronouncing the word functions and actually say something, some things, some kind of, or to do something. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go to line 13 and read. Secondly, it is false that kings can discharge the some things of royalty. Right out of the gate, it's a little bit difficult because we are not clear of what the sentence is actually saying. And another thing that makes it very confusing is that the verb to discharge has 3 distinct meanings. It means, I actually pulled it up right here. It means to tell someone officially that they can or must leave a place or a situation, to dismiss, remove, release, or liberate someone, to allow a gas or a liquid to flow out. To in physics, it means to release or neutralize an electric charge. It means to unload cargo from a ship. It also means to do that is required to fulfill or a responsibility to perform, to carry out or pay. I am not reading this to you guys to make you think that you actually need to remember any of these. You absolutely don't. But I just want you to know that a lot of verbs have an expansive number of meanings, and you need to figure out what the sentence is saying from the context. So if you read further down, you're going to see that what they're trying to say is that kings are unable to know what the people in their country need or want, what their desires are, And because they're unable to know what their people want, then they're unable to do good things for the people. They say right here, they pretend to administer the affairs of millions and they possess no such supernatural powers as should enable them to act at a distance. So, what do you think the first sentence is saying? The first topic sentence. It is false that kings can carry out their responsibilities, discharge the functions of royalty. So, right now, what I did is I already came up with a word to replace the word functions. My word is responsibilities. Now, having done that, I'm going to go back to my answer choices and identify that definitely it wasn't clear from the context that they were talking about ceremonies or characteristics. And now I have two answer choices. Which one is closest to my answer choice? Responsibilities. Definitely duties. And if you try to take the word outcomes, which is like results, and plug it back into the sentence, it would be kind of humorous to see that royalty has any kind of outcomes that needs to be discharged or carried out. So it is false that kings can discharge the duties of royalty. And how do I know that it's duties? Because right here from the context, I see how the author is complaining about royalties not being able to do their job. Don't forget, guys, every month we choose one lucky person to get on a free tutoring session with me. And we choose someone and I post it on my Instagram every month. And if you want to participate, just leave a comment below any video on my YouTube channel. This one is preferred. I made this video with love for you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.